Yo, what's good, guys? Back at it again. This is my face. This is my partner's Logan's face.
I'm a white boy.
He's a white boy. I'm a black boy. Okay. So today is gonna be an hour long. Well, post ish, like 30 minutes or over. Um, to an episode. So today the topic will be about relationships, not just like love relationships, just relationships in general. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna talk about our opinions on them, how to make them work, and just all that fun stuff. Um,
Okay,
sir.
let me start it off with it. All right, yeah, let me start. Let me
Alright,
start.
bet.
So
I can hear your
basically, in my
gameplay.
opinion, a relationship can mean anything
I could
from.
hear your gameplay.
Oh shit.
I could barely hear you.
Okay, so basically, in my opinion, a relationship can be a small
I could
little
still hear your
conversation you have with
gameplay.
someone daily. What the fuck you mean you can't fucking hear me?
I said I could hear your gameplay.
How? It's muted.
Alright, there we go.
All right, my bad about that, folks. Basically, a relationship can mean anything to a small little interaction you have with a specific someone throughout the day, or if you're constantly checking up on that specific person, let's say on social media or in person, that's that little relationship, that little bond y'all have. That's, in my opinion, a relationship can be any sort of emotional connection you have with someone that you care about that person in a specific way. It doesn't have to be, all lovey-dovey bullshit.
Yeah. A relationship to me, this goes with both relationships, to be honest with you. Like a relationship with me is like having each other's back, being each other's up. You know what I'm saying? Like rising each other up on a pedestal. Like even if you're not up on the pedestal yourself, you still want to try and make the other person feel like he's cared about too, or they're cared about. You know what I'm saying? And a relationship is supposed to work both ways. Theoretically, it is at least. A lot of people go into a relationship with hopes of having a caretaker or having a tool. You know, because some relationships are toxic like that. But in relationships, like in a good relationship, yeah, I feel like it's important to have trust in each other. I feel like it's important to take your pride out of it, and I feel like it's important to have serious moments sometimes too. You don't want everything to be like a joke, you know? So,
Exactly.
yeah,
If you want work, in my opinion, it has to go both ways. You have to feel a mutual bond of some sort, whether it be trust, whether it be something you guys both like, rather it be a small little thing that you guys have in common that can build to something much greater.
right. Yeah, relationship, and to make a relationship work, you have to take your pride out of it, you know what I'm saying? Because if you leave a friendship, if you leave a relationship, if you leave anything, that's pride getting in the way. Now it's different if it's like toxic, you know what I'm saying? If it's a toxic relationship, then obviously you're gonna leave. And I feel like a key and important part to make a relationship work is self-awareness. Because all right, look, yeah, I feel like you have to know yourself, and you have to know what you want, and you also have to know, do I deserve better? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's important to know what you deserve. If you don't know what you deserve, then that's a lack of evolution in yourself. That I feel like you have to find, and you to grow, and I feel like you have to grow I feel like it comes along as you grow as a person. Because a lot of times people find out that they deserve more after they've been hurt so many times. And by so many times, I mean like years and years of hurt, you know? And I feel like it's very important to learn at a young age to know that you deserve better, you know? And not to sound like egotistical or any of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Not to sound like a person that takes pride and shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But like it's just self-awareness, you know. Now don't be overly like doing it. Don't be doing the most all the time, you know.
exactly.
You know, just
Humble.
know.
You know?
Right. Be humble. Just know when you're doing. Just know when you deserve better.
Yeah, know your limits too, and know when you know you don't deserve something. Like there's some things that I noticed in my life that can be way too good for someone to handle or for someone to be able to accept. Be humble with the way you treat yourself within a normal life aspect and a relationship aspect. Humble yourself with the way that you find someone. Don't go looking for, them big, beautiful girls. The unobtainable fake adaptation of what girls think they should look like. Go for the ones that truly care and the ones that won't go behind your back.
Right, like I feel like yeah, I mean it's very important to realize or to build up a friendship before you actually, before you go into a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Before you go into a relationship, you have to know that person. And I feel like it's key to all right, and I said this once and I'll say it again. I feel like I feel like the people that tell you to slow down, that tells you to wait a second for them to get to know you are the most genuine people because they're not in it just because of how you look. They're not in it just because your butt is big. You know what I'm saying? They're in it literally because they want to build up a relationship with you.
And those are the people that I respect. Mad respect to people who will sit down and be honest with you as another human being to a human being and be like, all right, look, I know that like if we're in a sort of dating relationship type way, but sometimes there's a way you have to wait and settle down to see if like, the friendship aspect will work in a relationship. And I've experienced this like in real life within a real relationship of mine where we didn't know each other as friends yet, but we only knew each other as the relationship aspect. And there was that lack of, bonding between the two of us because she didn't get to know me that well. Like she only gained to know me just a slight bit from being like in a relationship with me. And I can understand the fact of like the distance that she felt because she didn't know me as a friend before anything better.
All right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's important, and I'll tell you why it's important to build up a friendship before you actually go into a relationship. It's important because you could be joking around, you know what I'm saying? You could be doing all of that, but they won't know it, and then they think you're disrespecting them, and then they'll break up with you. Instead of actually talking it out, that's probably getting in the way, and that's making them break up with you know?
Exactly. They don't know the way you joke around or the way of dynamic that you have when you're with a friend of some sort.
Right. I also feel like I feel like it's very for friendship, how friendship goes. I feel like it's important that I feel like friendships are way more critical and way more critical to have than a relationship, to be honest. Because friendships are something that will stay with you for most of your life. Friendships are something that will actually stay with you. Friendships will be with you to thick and thin. Friendships will be with you even if your girl isn't with you. Like if somebody breaks up with you, guess who's gonna be there? Your friend, right?
Yeah, your homie or your girl best friend or your guy best friend. It doesn't matter what gender you are. That one friend, no matter if it's one, two, three, or four, they're always gonna be by your side to like try to help you out of that thick and thin issue, trying to make sure you're not down in the dumps 24/7. And I'm glad to have Bryce right here as the kind of person who's like that for me. He's my brother. I know that we're not the same race or anything, but that doesn't matter. He's my brother. I've helped him through some deep shit. He's helped me through some deep shit. We both pulled each other out of the mud and made each other greater. And that's that friendship bond that matters a lot.
For real. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, is about life is about decisions. You know what I'm saying? Life is everything. Life is knowledge. To be honest, I feel like life is knowledge. Life isn't just a planet. And I'll say why life is knowledge. Throughout your whole life, you will easily make a mistake. You will betray people. You will get betrayed by people. You will gain trust and you will lose trust. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's life and you will learn from it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I feel
It's
like
the life aspect. You know, the way that life flows, the uncontrollable, unknowing way that it flows, that is somewhat comforting to me. I don't know why.
for real. I also wanted to touch on something other than friendships and relationships. This wasn't a part of the script. I'm sorry.
Follow the fucking
Um,
script.
um, so I also wanted to touch on like, oh no, I feel like evolution. To be honest, I feel like that does play a part in a relationship too, whether it's friendship or in a relationship. You know, is evolution of yourself, evolution in yourself. You know, like you should always be wanting to better yourself, whether that's for a partner, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's for your own benefit, you know? And I feel like the key thing is self-awareness. That's evolution. You know, you're evolving when you're self-aware. Um, Loving yourself. That's a big key. Um, that's one of the first goals for me at least was to love myself. And how I easily became, well, not easily, but how I became better with acknowledging and accepting myself is by like people will call me ugly and all of that shit, and I'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm sexy, right? I'll just keep making jokes like that, and that's the small things that'll actually make you believe it, you know. And you'll run into people after you say that, and then the same people that'll call you ugly will admire you because of your confidence that you don't think you have yet, you know. And then as people start loving you more and as people start being your backbone, that's when you grow up to be your own backbone, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like
And
it's yeah.
no, you go ahead, go ahead.
I feel like it's important to be your own. I feel like it's important to be your own backbone and to also be a leader. You don't ever want to stand shy. You don't ever want to silence yourself because your opinion matters and every voice matters. You know, I feel like you can make a great change if you just you know speak. And I also feel like you can save lives.
I feel that. And with the evolution aspect, evolution is important. I know that a lot of people, 5-year-old you, isn't the same person that you are today. And that's proof of evolution. The way your mind is, you know, folding and the way that it's growing and the way that your body is changing, the way that you are feeling mentally than you were 10 years ago is proof of evolution. And the way that you feel about certain people and the people that you surround is evolution of the mind and evolution of the mindset, and surround yourself with people that will help benefit the evolution aspect in the way that you want to end up in your life later on, you know? Like, don't
Right.
surround yourself with people that will constantly treat you like shit and constantly call you names. But the people who, like Bryce said, you know, if people are calling you that and you just, you know, treat it as armor, not bullets, it you will grow. You will grow and be more aware and grow a backbone of your own. And then other people will start to notice the way that you are handling it, and someone help build your backbone towards it.
All right. It's yeah. I mean, you basically said it. Yeah. I mean, if you treat if you treat what people say to you as armor, you know what I'm saying, and not bullets, you won't. A lot of people will look up to you because of that. A lot of people will see what you're doing and how you're evolving, and will wonder how can I do the same. And that's your job to teach the lost ones. You know what I'm saying? It's your job to teach people. Life is all about knowledge. You know, whether they get it by themselves, whether you teach it to them. You know what I'm saying? Life is about knowledge. Life is knowledge. Yeah. Yeah.
Basically, that's about it. You know, it's about learning and carving the path for yourself, but simultaneously carving the path for others.
Right. In a friendship, I also feel like it's very important that you don't have sidekicks. You have partners, right? Like you have people that like, of course, in a friendship, you're supposed to look up and lift each other up. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to look up to the people you're associated with. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You're supposed to look up to the to people in general. You know, and I feel like the best. I feel like everybody. You know what? I'm gonna say something that I said at the hospital, right? To somebody, and he was a dad, and this actually got into him. This actually like got to his heart, and a lot of people don't listen and don't look up to their parents, and I feel like it's because a lot of kids feel like that's their parents' job is to say all those good things, is to say that yeah, you'll be okay, to say that you look pretty, to say all of that, right? But once you hear it from somebody your age, then it actually feels like then you start paying
Genuine.
attention. Right, it feels genuine. You'll start paying attention more, you start believing them more. And it's not anything, it's not and you're doing it unintentionally, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing against your parents. It's just you feel like your parents are supposed to do that. You feel like your parents are that's their job, right?
Yeah.
So when you hear it somebody your own age, it feels more genuine.
It's odd the way that is, hearing, or the way I see it is, when's the last time you felt a hug from someone who isn't your mother or someone who isn't family? When's the last time you felt a hug from, someone who isn't blood? That hug, that connection, that bond is almost like a brightness to me. In my way, the way that I perceive it is when someone other than family, that connection you get, that bond of that touch, the hug, or whatever, just them saying some sort of caring words, it's yellow. It's the easiest way that I can explain this, like a warm yellow. It's an odd feeling, but it's calming. And that, like, when your family does it, like Bryce said, you feel like that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to tell you that, you look good. You're supposed to tell you that everything's gonna be, okay if you're in the dirt. But when you hear it from somebody else outside of your family, it's something much greater, and it's amazing to see that in action, or to feel it, in your own perspective, to feel what we're talking about. And it's, I don't know. Can you try to explain it? It's odd.
I feel like if you feel like you don't have people to lift you up and you don't have like real friends, you know what I'm saying? Then I feel like you should go out and seek and find real friends, and cut off all the people. If you try to list 3 reasons why your friends are your friends and you can't find no reasons, they're not your friends.
They're not your friends. They ditch you for no reason. They're not your friends. If they treat you like shit on a daily, they're not your friends. If you can list
Friends
three
are
reasons right now, as you're listening to this, 3 reasons why they're your friends, then they're your friends. If you can't list those 3 reasons, they're not your friends, my dude.
right. It's important to be self-aware. It's important to love yourself. It's important to do all of that. It's very important to just know what you deserve and know what you don't deserve. Like for example, there's this person, right, that wished death upon me while I was in hospital, right, and then my friend, or somebody that I called a friend, right, still was like knowing what she did, still fucking hung with her and all of that shit, right? So I told him, I said, yo, I can't hang with you no more. He was like, why? This had nothing to do with me. Which it is true, it didn't have nothing to do with him. But in a way, I feel like with friends, you're supposed to have your back. There's supposed to be somebody that that's supposed to have your back. There's supposed to be somebody that no matter if you call somebody brother, you expect to have a brother like relationship. And I know for a fact in
And
my
like,
family, Right, and I feel like in a fact, in my family, if somebody wished death upon me, shit, nobody. Matter of fact, they would want to fight them, you know. So yeah. So now I just surround my friend. I keep my friend group really small. There's nothing wrong with having like close friends, but not a lot of friends. You know, it's better that way because those friends that you like, those short friends. You know what I'm saying? That you have, you know for a fact they won't, go behind your back, won't snake you, won't do none of that. You know?
It's okay. So with you, Bryce, you are my brother. No matter what, you are my brother. You are my ride or die. You are my best friend, no matter what. And if anyone of any aspect wishes anything negative on you, that's their ass. And I
To
know
be
you'll do the same for me. I have your back in dark situations, and I know that you have mine.
facts, and to be honest, I'm encouraging you guys to know, or I'm encouraging you guys to wish, instead of wishing bad on people, to wish good on people, whether they whether you don't like them, whether they did something bad to you. You know what I'm saying? It's important you still be humble and you still wish good on them. You know what I'm saying? The same energy you put out into the world, you will gain back,
Keep that
and bigger
same
and
energy.
better. It's
Keep that
karma. It's karma. And karma to me isn't good nor bad. It's just karma. You know what I'm saying? Karma is just karma, and it's fair. That's what karma is. Karma is fair. You know? Important to keep a good mindset. It's important to be self-aware. It's important to be evolving every day, become a better you than you were yesterday. You know?
even if you don't realize it, you're evolving every day. You try to or not. It's the small
Right.
little things changing up your morning pattern. It's the small little things like waking up at a certain time or going to bed at a certain time. That's evolution of the mind and the body. You might not realize it, but it is.
Right.
And like Bryce said, karma. Like karma, in my opinion, is if you do something bad or you wish something bad upon someone, something bad will happen to you, or someone will wish something bad upon you. No matter whatever you put out, will get kicked back. If you put
Right.
out positivity, you'll get positivity back. If you put out negativity, you go get some goddamn negativity.
Facts. Um. Yeah. Just be self-aware. Just be evoluting.
Real
You know what
quick,
I'm saying? Just
I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm glad to be back, y'all. I missed y'all. I miss being able to
for real. I miss.
talk and knowing that y'all be in here to listen. And y'all, I
I
know
miss
that we
this.
have a small group of like fans. I think under 1,000 something.
No, over 1,000. It's 1,800.
Yeah, 1,800 of you guys. That's a lot. I know that we're not some big time YouTubers like 600K or 600 mil, you know. But the small fan group that we have, y'all mean a lot to us, honestly. To know that we're able to come and record these episodes and knowing that y'all will go in and listen and be able to sit and relate to us and knowing that we're able to help you guys means so much to me. Me personally, it means a lot.
To me, I feel like this. I feel like this. Even though we have a low following, you know what I'm saying? I treat it like a big following because each and every single one of you are big in itself. You know what I'm saying? Each and every one of you should feel big. Each and every one of you should have high energy all the time. You know what I'm saying? Um, and yeah, I like the community that we have going so far. I like how accepting it is. I like it. Um,
Y'all can keep those vibes. Y'all. I know that y'all keep those positive vibes going, and I know that you guys will, are good people.
Right. Um. Yeah. Just good energy. Good energy. Um. This is a fan base that's like a family to me. Um. I'm 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 there all the way for you guys. I strongly suggest you guys send us problems we will help with. Um. Yeah. Our Instagram will be linked down in the description.
That you like randomly found on YouTube or whoever you guys found us. But we've dealt with situations from every aspect of the globe, no matter if it's sexual abuse or domestic abuse or some sort of mental depression or whatever. It doesn't even have to be anything to do with depression. We are still able to reach out in our ways and reach to our different people that we have in our community to find a way to help you. No matter if you're complete strangers to us, we're still going to figure out a way to help you and make sure that at the end of the day you feel better.
For real. We have more people working on our team. Um, these next year, 2021, it's gonna be lit. Gonna be lit. Closing out this year, I want good vibes from each and every one of you. I want you guys to keep evoluting. I want you guys to keep sharing positivity, good energy, and I also encourage you guys to um write in a journal. You know what I'm saying? I'll encourage you guys to start manifesting what you want too. If you want something, start saying I have instead of I don't. Fake it till you make it, basically. And you'll be surprised how much that actually helps you in life. Um, yeah. Our Instagram will be linked down in the description.
As
All
always,
YouTube channel. Yeah,
as
all
always,
our YouTube channels, everything.
Bryce, you straight dog. You seeming a bit off today. What's going on with
Huh? No, I'm straight. I just got a lot on my mind. Like I have a lot of ideas that I want to start doing now. Now that we're back, I have a lot of ideas that I want to start doing.
you? Keep that energy. Keep that energy. I have a little I have a little bit of homework for y'all. Just a slight thing. One thing, real quick. If y'all listening to this, I want y'all to comment on it and list those three things. You don't have to, but try to list those three things that make these people your quote unquote friends. Right now, here I'll make it easy. I can list three things that makes Bryce my best friend. He always got my back. We've known each other a long time, and I know how he rolled. We always boost each other up. Nobody wants to be in a group chat with us because the energy we give off. We give off that we don't give a fuck. We homies energy.
My three reasons for why Logan's my friend and my brother always is because he's been there and he will always be there, and that's something I am certain of. Um, it's very hard to find. I have a lot of trust issues. It's very hard to find people that you actually trust, and Logan's one of those people. I Second reason, I feel like our dynamic is fucking out of this world. I feel like it's like
Astronomical.
for real. I feel like it's like Gumball and Darwin. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, that shit's just fucking amazing.
We
My
get
third
into a group
reason,
chat together. Video call or not, we wildin'.
for real, my third and final reason is because we always lift each other up, no matter what. One of us might be a simp and fall for another girl and might not talk to each other for a while, but at the end of the day, we'll still be there. We'll still be there. Doesn't matter what happens, and we'll always be there. I ain't going
Yeah.
anywhere anytime soon. Logan's not going anywhere anytime soon. We're all here and good vibes. Good vibes
So,
forever.
how long have you been recording for, bro?
Huh?
How long have you been recording for?
30 minutes.
30 minutes only. Jesus. I have to go.
For real. Which is good because I'm gonna post this clip raw on the channel. By the way, we had nothing written down. As you can see, he's on his fucking Xbox playing games, and I'm over here literally looking at my monitors to make sure we're still recording. Ass,
Right.
we have nothing written down.
No script whatsoever. Even though we made the joke earlier in the episode, stick to the fucking script. We don't use a script. This is all off the top of our heads. We pick a
Very
topic at the
genuine.
beginning of the episode, and then we just go.
Very genuine.
And
Oh,
then you want
yeah.
we ride home.
Yeah, that's about it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and
As always, peace out, y'all. Everything will be listed in the description down below. As always, peace out.
good vibes forever.